All right, again at WJF9, I'm talking to people, and here is Vladik. How you doing, Vladik?
Good, good. How are you?
I am well, thank you. So we just got done with the WJE showcase, and we got to see you a few times. What was your favorite part of the show?
I mean, there was a bunch of things, because this is actually pretty much my first time at the event, like coming every day. I was here 2005, 2006, 2010, but only for like 1 or 2 days, and I didn't really see that much, of the extreme competition or most of the competition. So it was just surprising because it's really interesting with even the like the missile strike, and it's fun to watch. It's entertaining.
Definitely a lot of unique things. Now, for those people that don't know anything about you, where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Ukraine, but I came to Las Vegas when I was 6 years old. So I've been here living for 23 years, kind of living here as I'm traveling most of the time.
Do you remember that, being 6 years old, coming to America?
Yeah, of course, I remember that. Yeah.
What did you feel about that whole experience?
It's very different because, well, the first city that I actually came to was Reno. And of course, I mean, coming from Ukraine, which is like, I mean, it's not poverty, but it's close to, not even close to any city, in in the U.S. It was, a surprise. Reno. I mean, well, like all the lights and everything's there. You could have whatever you want. It was just craziness. Yeah.
Probably, other than a major city like New York and L.A., maybe one of the biggest changes from Ukraine to Las Vegas. I just mean that maybe not a typical American city, and you get put right in the middle of it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess that was probably the thing. Yeah, that it's just the extreme opposite.
So, what do you do in juggling now, professionally or for fun?
Professionally, I'm actually working in Germany right now. I'm on break for 2 months, so January 5th, I'm flying back there. And I do 4 months in Munich and Badenhausen, Germany. Then I have a break, and then there's some future possible contracts coming up for the next year. So I'll probably be doing more performances, and mostly I think in Germany, some U.S. So
Now, I thought I heard you mention earlier something about Cirque du Soleil Dralion. Is that something you're working on, or did I just mishear that?
yeah, I worked in Dralion for 6 years. Basically, I just finished 6 months ago. I was there for so long, and the format is arena format now, so it's a lot of international traveling. So it was kind of hard for me with my wife and my daughter. Plus, my wife is also a performer, and so now in Germany working in the same show together. Another thing, it was just 6 years was a little bit too long to be in the same show, so I decided to leave.
A little change of pace. Yeah, my ears perked up when I heard Dralion because I'm pretty sure I saw Dralion when it came through my hometown, which is Green Bay, Wisconsin. I know you've probably been to hundreds of cities, but
I was there. I remember exactly the hotel of Green Bay and the arena. I remember everything, actually. I was there. You saw me.
what was it about Green Bay that it was cold? Was it cold? Why would you remember Green Bay?
It wasn't. Well, I mean, I know the Green Bay Packers, and because we played the other arena, not the of course the stadium, not the stadium, but we played the basketball, or I don't know.
The Rush Center is.
The one like it's closer.
You would have played at the Rush Center. That would have been where the show would have been.
Yeah, I guess it was there. Well, you saw the show.
Yeah, it's really close to Lambeau Field where the Packers play.
Yeah, so it was there, and our hotel was like a walking distance. But it's just because I knew, of course, the Green Bay Packers, and I remember the hotel. I don't know why. Also, my wife flew in. Oh, because I drove. My wife. It's a very long story. I don't know if you want to hear this.
We've got tape. We've got.
Basically, we were in another city, and that was a split-week city, which basically meant we did 3 days in one city, 4 days in another city, and it was 3 weeks in a row like that, which we rarely do. Usually, it's 1 week per city. And my wife, she actually had a like a special event. She did the Latin Music Awards in Miami, so she flew there, and I had to drive with my daughter, and she was only, I think, like 4 months old at that time, to Green Bay, and then at the same time I was working, and then after I had to pick her up, So it was like, I mean, of course, now it's a lot simpler. Now that we're used to having, she's almost 3 years old, and it's a lot simpler with a 3-year-old. But you know, at that time, it was just kind of like that was the first time that she left me with my daughter. So yeah, it was.
Big responsibility, right?
Yeah, and well, I don't know why, but I remember exactly the arena, the hotel, the Green Bay Packers Stadium, and just you know some cities I don't remember, honestly, to tell you the truth.
So you're going to watch the Packers game with me on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to get a blizzard. But anyway, now you mentioned that you now perform with your wife. How is that, getting to not only live with her, but now you get to work with her too?
It's very nice. You know, I mean, you're together most of the day, which, you know, is kind of rare for most people as they work, you know, separately. But it's nice. And actually, in Germany, our daughter, she stays backstage with us. And during the finale, she now actually comes on stage. She rolls out on a suitcase and waves to the audience. So even she's involved in the show. So it's fun. Yeah.
That's great. And maybe she'll be juggling someday in your show too.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know. It depends on, you know, what interests she has, but I'm definitely hoping, you know, she's gonna want to do some kind of performing arts, you know. So but honestly, she's very physically like active and very like she can like at 1.5 she was already doing 4 rolls and splits because she always watched me practice and I'm always doing rolls and splits, and she just, you know, like at 1.5-year-old she came up to me and she, you know, went into a split, and then she did a roll. You know, like I was like, okay, I guess she's probably gonna do this.
Yeah, those kids are gonna do everything their parents see. That's why Jason's child Vantham is just running around throwing stuff at people and bossing us around. Oh, sorry, that wasn't supposed to be recorded. All right, one last question. We're asking everyone the same question today. There may be people in the non-juggling world, audience perhaps, watching you perform or practice, that might have comments that when you hear them may be a little aggravating or annoying, probably things that you've heard all the time. What, can you name any of those things that really bug you? Or maybe I'm just assuming that something must bug you.
Oh, I mean, of course, there's many things. You know, it's I don't know. It's even hard to think of. There's so many, but I don't know. Like when you think about it, it's like
one example we've heard.
Clown. You know, like, you know, that's a famous one. You know.
Are you a clown?
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I think that's probably the biggest one. But I mean, I don't know. It's hard to, when I actually think about it, it's hard to remember what exactly they say.
What about higher?
That too sometimes.
Or
yeah.
light him on fire.
That one, yes. Or the Apple one, of course.
Yeah.
I mean.
So what do you say to those people?
I just say, yeah, okay. Like, I mean, normally I you know, I try just play around with them, but I try not to take it too seriously because I understand that they, you know, they don't really know the, you know, the genre and whatever. So it's hard to get angry at them, you know, like in a way.
I try to educate people, but I'm told I come off as being rude.
Well, I try and kind of educate them too, of course. Like I explain to them some things, but honestly, I don't think they understand.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to me today, and good luck to you. I'll fist bump with the mic in my hand. I only have one hand here. Thanks. Appreciate it.